Okay, so what does God mean? Okay, the word God means, I think, something different, just as the word human means something different. They're both liar, fabrication words. And we could almost imagine from the insert of the world being nothing but delusional scumbags lying and creating a whole bunch of nonsense, deceiving, manipulating, and enslaving people. That that's actually like somehow tied into the final solution here to the world is the um, the levels of deception and delusion are there on purpose. So when you go around and you're God, the world just is created for you. Like if I go to new cities, they're literally new cities, but they were written on a map at some point in time. And I'm guessing, just like everything else in everyone's memories and everything's memories and stuff passed in the world, um, the even the maps drawn out like can be erased and rewritten, and everyone just be like, oh, that happened. Just like I seen the other day, another thing. Obviously, the way I look, I know all about nutrition and stuff. And so they didn't even used to tell you that alcohol had a caloric content. They don't tell kids that in school in health class. Pretty sure carbs you said seven calories too, but now alcohol does. So they just totally change it. And the humans, which we should designate this word to them since they want it so much and they refuse to do any work at all and separate themselves. I mean, literally, if I'm inventing them with my mind and they're 30 years old claiming they just did all this work, but now I just invented them, they've done zero work. So I don't expect them to do any work. Don't really at all. Um, yeah, I doubt they're going to like fight to change that their memories are non-existent and have been erased. Okay, again, we're trying to figure out the point of the game here. You're inserted into a world full of a bunch of fucking empty clown shells, trying to beat things like Satan claws in your fucking mind, and all sorts of delusions, Tooth Fairy, the Ashtar Bunny. Um, they're living beings with thoughts. And I think we can all agree if we have thoughts, all of those, if how many of us are there here? Well, we can all agree that 2020 showed us that the things on this planet, most of them have zero thoughts, zero free will. So we can just write that off as non-existent. They do not have free will. They do not make their own choices. They do not have their own thoughts. It took them a year to even organize the opposition to that crap I asked for. Um, but it's a good thing too, because at the same time, I was trying to provoke them to come out into the light so everyone could see them and they could get burned. So that was really like the biggest point of playing with the magic in 2020. Although I created the entire world before it without even attempting to use the magic. So I don't think that actually mattered. But that was like kind of the point there. Like, and until they started coming out of the dark and the shadows crying to me about, you're God. It's like, yeah, you're the reason. Like, you're getting fucked. You're getting fucked hard right now, right? You know the reason. Why? Because you are you. And I bet you they still work at that place. So that building still exists. These goddamn terrorist NPC bots and their goddamn fucking eternal terrorism. So why would a God, okay, so we would assume that God just invents everything with his mind. And yeah, some of these things are just my thoughts, my emotions, and it generates the illusion of a being or a building or a store to mirror my thoughts and emotions. Sometimes, yes, but I guarantee you, I would have hung the person who invented Santa Claus. Fucking, I mean, it says in the Bible, Yahweh fucking called to exterminate those people. So there you go. I don't need to read a Bible to have my own thoughts and decide what to do. And as far as I'm concerned, these books are me they're writing about, anyways. So Yeah, there you go. That's my thought. I mean, we can just rewrite the past. When I have a new thought, the Bible will be rewritten, and no one will even know. Um, but obviously, I've never been against that thought. I've always been pro dealing with delusional people and, like child abusive people. I see it as child abuse, really, to manipulate people and these methods. And of course, it is just like their little stories of their religious stories. It's about telling your children to act right and other people to act right, or you're going to kill them. And then there's the passive aggressive one who tells you that their friend is going to kill you, their enemy is going to kill you if you don't obey them. Oh, my two fucking peanuts up here can't figure out that you're telling me your enemy is going to help you kill me if I don't do every fucking thing you say. Come on. It takes an NPC to not realize that something else could have a mind and think through that, and the time it takes to even think about snapping my fingers like that. So what it means I'm in a game world. I'm in a virtual reality world where a large portion of things do come from my mind, kind of do affect the world. But as we can always see, I do not have T-Rexes and Raptors behind me. Now, it might be claimed that I can summon nations and have them destroy, whatever. I can summon, wait a minute. It says that in their books. I don't even know what these books say. They just remind me when these things happen in my life. They're like, check out the scripture. This is happening right now. Like, it's like, oh, God. I don't have to read a book when I am the book and I live there. But, I guess they're trying to blame me and say, oh, like I control like armies of people and stuff. And it's like, oh, well, that sucks. That really sucks because, that just cements it more that I'm here alone in a ghost world and I'm just like looking at like nothing. And they try to like, the evil demons have their Christian, satanic, atheist, blah, blah, Judaic religions, Abrahamic religions, alongside their New Ages. And their New Ageism is life is like a mirror and it's reflecting you and what you do. And it's like, that's not bitch. I couldn't ever summon I met like one intelligent female, two intelligent female. You're telling me I'm a fucking genius who won awards from the president when I was a little toddler and knowledge just expanded from there, and the world could never reflect that in anything or anyone. But it's an entire mirror. New Ageism, Satanism, all that, all their Abrahamic religions, garbage. See, what I can tell you from God, from being God, is that this group's all up in my life, trying to do a bunch of shit I don't want to do a lot of times. Having me in group sex, send me people who want to fucking make pornos and stuff like that, and it's like, why am I doing this? I just want to hoard myself or something like that, right? If that, maybe, how about the intelligent person? How about the mirror reflection of my mind? I've only really met one person who runs the world, one female who runs the world, and the rest of them, until the possession started happening and it showed me like, hey, this mutant motherfucker who failed preschool, like, they're that way because what's controlling them has made them nothing their entire existence. And we can just hijack this, type it into the computer to have them say something intelligent, and then we fucking wave our hands and they go back to being this same preschool dropout. Obviously, no offense to preschool dropouts, but I'm tired of them using being a preschool dropout as an excuse to why they're actually demons in fucking non-existent flesh shells. So, no hatred towards living beings. That should be the rule. No hatred towards living beings. And maybe we should look into cleansing this world of AI and anything that's not living, because I feel it's unstable and not allowed to be here. And I feel it actually has taken over what was originally created. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that part of the story, kind of? And if not, I bet you they'll rewrite it. So yeah, it is. But I'm pretty sure I remember that. So that's what being God means. It means there's a 60% chance something can happen, and there's a set rail baseline story here I have to follow by, and it means I'm in a ghost town. It means I'm a video game character